As we head towards our first break next week, who's going to have momentum as we head for this round of the championship? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser Kenzie here. Welcome to round 4 of season 4 of the Xtreme Racing League, sponsored by ANSI 3D, CD Keys, One Tap, and Clutch Control. We are at the legendary Gilles Villeneuve circuit. It's the same venue that was used as part of the 1976 Olympic Games around this track. There's 3 DRS zones to negotiate and 14 corners as well. Joining me in the commentary box, as always, is the boss of the league himself, Mr. Cesar Lopez. Cesar, welcome along this evening.
Thank you very much, Kenzie. I'm very happy to be here. Another week of Xtreme Racing Leagues, and happy to have you on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be this is going to be one of those tracks that could bring up a lot, and I do mean a lot, of track penalties. Apparently I'm very quiet on the stream.
Okay, let me check it.
Yeah.
There should be better.
Right. Yeah, let's try that. So, thanks for the update on that one, Ledger. So yeah, like I say, round 4 of the championship. Next week's our week. Is our break week because we have the start of the brand new Formula 1 season next week. Oh my goodness me. If there's one thing that excites me as an F1 fan, it's the start of a brand new season.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. A new season, brand new season. Some new drivers have the responsibility under their shoulders. Yeah. But and also we just received the weather report from Extra Sola. Weather report says for qualifying session it's going to be cloudy and dry conditions, a little bit of sun, a little bit of a cloud, and for the race it's going to be cloudy and dry conditions, but at 45 minutes after the race starts it's going to be very sunny, so no chance. I don't think there's a chance for rain today. We'll see.
Yeah, but nevertheless, here we go. We have got 18 drivers with us this evening, so I'll quickly go through those lineups as we're on board with Wax for his first flying lap of qualifying today. We've got Sasha, Path, Wax, Hazel, Ty, Ollie, Zola, Smooth, Ledger, Danny, Waddington, JBL, Hurricane, Mad Gank, Beard Boost, CJ, Penku, and Ultimate. Interestingly, no sack this evening.
No sack this evening. Yep. Mosbal, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's two weeks in a row. Sack has not been here. I think he said something about it in the chat, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was like that could be cause for concern because it could end up in him losing his X1 seat, and we really hope that isn't the case. But nevertheless, Wax across the line, 109.5, first lap of the day. That's a very
I have the news. I remember, and Mike told me that Sack cannot race because of the change of times right now. Remember USA haven't changed?
Oh yes, the whole
the summer.
Daylight savings time. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, people with the follows. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. Ledger's just gone top the timesheets, 109.4.
Zach. Oh, Lost is now following. Thank you very much for the follow. It looks like we're having a problem with the stream on Facebook. What is going on? We're having a lot of followers.
Oh. Yeah, well, the stream's okay on Twitch at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ty's just invalidated his lap, as has Ollie. Who's closest to setting? Something like that. Ultimate's just across the line, so we'll go with him.
Followers.
There wasn't much in the way of there isn't much, nothing really to report as far as like race bans are concerned, but last time we were here in Canada, just getting the stats up right now. It was Path that managed to win last time here, so can he make it 2 wins in a row at the circuit? Pole position went to Path as well. He got pole and the win, so he'll be pretty happy with that.
EVM7 with the follow, thank you very much.
And Sasha with a 108.4 puts him top of the timesheets at the moment. And oh, Ultimate's lost an end plate and he's invalidated his lap. That just shows how tricky that final chicane is. Here comes Ollie across the line. A 108.688. Waddington. Oh, hello, Waddington. 108.659. How's about that?
In the soft dirt is a really good time for him for qualifying session number 1. I believe qualifying session number 1 is going to be around 108. The middle field. We're definitely going to be watching a 109s. The 109 is the middle field probably, and the 109 high are going to be the guys that are going to be knocked out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we saw potentially a 107 in the pole position shootout. Penku 108.7 goes 6th. Ledger's still the slowest of the lot so far with a 109.4. We've got a lot of drivers out on track right now. So I'm just with Beard Boost just now. Let's see what he gets for his second sector. Interestingly, on mediums. That is interesting that he would go for those set of mediums. I think realistically, you're probably going to be looking at a 2-stop strategy round here. Realistically, regardless of what tyres you start on, because the hard tyres they take a while to heat up round this track.
Yeah, hard tyres are. I wouldn't recommend hard tyres for this race, to be honest. They are very slow in this track, and yeah, I definitely don't recommend them.
Yeah. So I was just speaking to Caesar regarding the 100% race I was part of last night. I say that there were a lot of time penalties after what was a fairly chaotic race, to say the least. Sadly, though, nobody ended up in the Wall of Champions.
Yeah.
Let's Beard Boost coming around the final corner. Is he going to improve on his time? He does, a 109.8. I think he's probably regretting putting on those mediums now, because he could potentially be knocked out of qualifying here.
Yeah. With a 109.8, probably you're going to be getting knocked out.
Yeah, we're only going to be losing the slowest 3 cars from this part of qualifying.
Oh, that's true. Why is that? Do we have some qualivans? I don't remember. Let me check the incident report.
I did check. I did just check the incident report earlier, and it was only penalty points for retiring in the pits without a valid reason, and that was about it.
Lola Vader is now following. Thank you very much for the follow.
So we're just waiting on Ty, Smooth, JBL, and Ultimate to set a lap time. Ultimate still hasn't set a lap time yet, come to think of it, and he's invalidated again. He has fueled up for he has fueled up for a couple of runs though. He's got plenty of ERS. We'll see what he can pull out of the bag.
Who are you on board?
I'm with Ultimate at the moment. One of the biggest sports news stories over the course of this week is regarding the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games are definitely going to be going ahead. There's just going to be no international fans at all because of the travel restrictions, which is understandable. Why you wouldn't want another outbreak, especially at a major sporting event. But at the end of the day, it is good that we are still going to have the Olympics going ahead in the summer.
That's going to be great. But remember, the Olympics is a big party. It's like the World Cup, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So having the Olympic Games without fans, well, no international fans, changes all the party meaning, you know?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be at all surprised, given the population of Japan. I wouldn't be too surprised if they were able to fill all the venues to capacity with
yeah, no, there's a lot of people
with all the local fans.
There's a lot of, for example, there's a lot of Mexicans living in Japan. Yeah, like for example, yeah. So there's a lot of diversity also in Japan. So we're probably going to be seeing some fans.
Yeah. It's it's one of those events that doesn't come around very often, and being part of the crowd, it's one of those once in a lifetime moments. Being part of an Olympic crowd, not very often that opportunity comes around.
Yeah, exactly.
Wanting to retire from the session, he's more than happy with his time. It's great seeing him back up at the top end of the field on a regular basis now. And Zola's retired from the session as well. He's happy with his time. Just JBL and Ultimate to set a lap time. So there was amazing rugby action yesterday, and JBL spun it. JBL spun it. Not what he would have wanted.
Oh, and he could have caused a blocking of a hot lap there.
Yeah, that was one of the Alpha Tauris. It would have been beard boost. That could have caused 1 or 2 problems. But like I was saying, there was some fantastic action in the Six Nations yesterday. I mean, Wales had already won. Wales had won the tournament already, but they were cruelly denied right at the death by France at the end of their game, 42 points to 40, there's actually an article on the BBC Sport website from Matt Dawson, one of the team captains for A Question of Sports for our UK viewers, ladies and gentlemen. saying France denying the Grand Slam is going to haunt Wales for years. And it's hard to argue with that. I mean, Wales had been so good throughout the entire campaign, and then just to let it slip away like that right at the end, yeah, I would definitely have to agree with Dawson on that one. On the football front, or soccer as you would put it, Caesar, we've had it's the quarterfinals of the FA Cup this weekend as well. We had Southampton beating Bournemouth yesterday 3-0, and Manchester City winning against Everton 2-0. My Chelsea boys into the semi-finals, 2-0 against Sheffield United, and right now Leicester City and Manchester United currently goalless at the moment. But it'll be a big question to see who is going to go through out of those two teams into the semi-finals.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the top 6 of drivers of the race are happy with their qualifying session, and they just retired.
Yep, and well, for JBL now it's do or die. His tires, those soft tires are 4 laps old, and he's going to need to get a lap in. Otherwise, he's going to be starting at the back of the grid. Ledger on the verge of being eliminated as well. Oh, actually, no. As I say that, he's just gone out onto his out lap. He should be able to get round without much difficulty. But that leaves Zola and Hurricane in a little spot of bother, to say the least. An ultimate retires from the session. He is currently 7th. He's happy with his time. About 60 seconds to go now.
JVL could probably,
as long as he doesn't invalidate the last
take out
corner.
Ledger. Knock out Ledger. If he...
And that's the last thing JBL needed. Last chance saloon now. That's a 112.4. That's not what he would have wanted at all.
And that is all.
Zola saying he's not worried. He's only he's classing this as practice before his X2 race later this evening. That's one way of putting it. Smooth as in the pits. He's already out. So it's just Ledger, Ty, and JBL that can improve on their times. And that means Zola safe. Zola is going to be in Q2. Hurricane, though, he could be knocked out here. Yeah, we're just trying to be careful. Oh, he's invalidated. That's it. JBL's gone.
That's all for JBL.
That's it. Yeah, he's out. And Ty's invalidated as well. Ledger's a very lucky boy. 100th ahead of the drop zone. Ty, Smooth, and JBL all out of qualifying.
Tiger, Smooth. It's so surprised Smooth is here. Smooth is a fast driver. I don't know what happened to him.
Maybe this isn't one of his best tracks.
Yeah, I think so, because he's fast.
So there we go, folks. It's another case of minus JBL's time. This is a case of This is another case of the entire field separated by just over a second.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Look at this. P1 1084, and the next is P15 1094. This is 1 second. Look at the gap, 1.006. 1 second between P1 and P15. This is a close league. F1. Imagine if F1 is like this.
Yeah.
Everything changing every week.
Yeah. And we do actually have the possibility of that happening, possibly this season, but more than likely on a regular basis next season when the regulation changes come into play.
Yeah. Kenzie, what about we go and watch fastest on-board lap with MCR Pat that we have this week? You okay with that?
Yes. Let's do.
Hey, this is MCR Path at your service. Let's see a rare valid lapper on Canada, commented with my strong French accent, but as we're in Quebec it kind of fits the mood, so here we go. Straight into this very tight first section with a 90-degree left-hander here. Better not go too wide on this one, always careful on the throttle. Then going downhill on this fast chicane, won't be the only one on this track. Careful to the wall as well. And coming now to this weird S. Very important to take as much curve as possible on the inside to maximize the traction and not lose too much speed for the DRS straight. Again, fast chicane, not too much curve on the inside, otherwise you might end up like Kubica. Nobody wants that. And a big lockup here on the hairpin. Almost lost it back on the gas pedal as well, but we want to accelerate as soon as possible for this long straight ahead. And now coming into the so-called time penalty chicane. Your lap time will depend mostly on this last corner, so close your eyes and just pray that you won't end up in the World Champions. And that's already it. A 107.6, finally done lap time that wasn't invalidated, so thanks for watching and see you guys this weekend. Bye.
We're back.
Wow. A 107.6 in time trial from Path there.
Amazing lap. The smoothness of his wheel movements, it's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, here we go. This is always the part of qualifying where strategy comes into play. Who's going to start on what tire? A lot of them are going to be looking to start on mediums. Matt Gank, meanwhile, he is going for the softs, as is Danny. Danny was actually the race winner for the 100% race last night. It was a very, very commanding performance from him, sir. Massive hats off to him. 108.8 for Penku on the mediums at the moment. Matt Gank 108.4. Zola saying that Path did end up losing a bit of time at the I'm assuming that would be referring to Path's hot lap.
Francisco Belmachi has liked the stream. Thank you very much, Francisco. Muchas gracias por el like.
Hazel, interestingly, going on the softs as well.
A la gente de Facebook, let me do something in Spanish real quick. A la gente de Facebook, les recordamos que esta liga es una liga mexicana. Es una liga mexicana que es internacional. participan pilotos de todo el mundo. Los streams son en inglés para facilitar el viewership de todos. Pero el origen y la nacionalidad de la liga sigue siendo mexicana. Si gustan participar y representar a México, ya que actualmente solo tenemos somos creo que 5 mexicanos los que estamos representando en la liga. Necesitamos más latinos para representar América, ¿no? Es una liga internacional, como les mencionaba, una liga internacional en la que participa gente de todo el mundo, gente del Reino Unido, gente de África, gente de países de Europa como Suecia, Ucrania, Bélgica, Romania, Portugal, muchos países. Entonces, únanse a la liga. Para unirse, vayan a www.xtremeracingleagues.com.
Oh, sorry to cut in, Caesar. Part's actually retired from the session. Part's gone.
Oh.
He's lost it. He's gone.
Where's that? Oh, that's... There? That's weird from him.
My goodness me.
Maybe he got a lot of traction. Well, that's unlucky for him.
Wow. So that's huge. He is going to have a mountain to climb for the race. That's a massive shock. Wow. Championship leader out in Q2 and he didn't even get to set a lap. That's a massive shock. Wow. We're actually talking of championship standings. I've got them in front of me very quickly as well. Path is leading the championship. He's got 72 points at the moment. Penku second with 58. Ultimate with 54 points. He's third. And then it's Ollie with 28, Beard Boost 22, Wax 19, CJ with 15, and then Sack, Mad Gank, and Sasha with 12 points. That's how the top 10 shapes up. There's the championship standings there for the Drivers' Championship. And the Constructors' Championship as well. It's... There it is. There they are. Renault at the top with 126 points. Alfa Romeo with 70, and then Alpha Tauri with 32, tied with McLaren. Ferrari 31, Red Bull 17, Williams 16, Racing Point with 6, Haas with 5, and Mercedes with just 4 points. Now, hopefully, with Waddington on board with Mercedes this evening, they should be able to claw back some points and lift themselves off the bottom of the table. Oh, it's definitely all kicking off here in qualifying. Starting to look a bit overcast at the moment, but of course no rain is forecast. It's Penku, Beard Boost, Ollie, Wax, Zola and Waddington all on hot laps at the moment. That's unfortunate. And oh, hang on, what's happened to Danny? He effectively stopped on track and he let a couple of the drivers through. Well, a lot of drivers have invalidated their laps, so let's see who's on a hot. Who's on a hot lap at the moment? CJ's just... we've got Danny on an out lap. CJ's on a hot lap as well. He's got Penku behind him. What can CJ pull out of the bag? He managed to win a...
I believe so.
Yeah, I'll see if I can double...
Last season, I'm not sure.
For last season, yeah. I'll see if I can double check that in the archive standings. CJ coming round the chicane now. And Big Bruce retires from the session. That's interesting to see if he can pull that off. I mean, but with that sort of time on soft tyres, cause for concern because CJ's managed to get ahead of him with a 109.088. There we go. Historical state. We've only got about 3 minutes to go. Path is out after crashing out earlier. Danny, Wax, Hurricane and Ledger all in the drop zone. Any of the drivers that are behind Beer Boost, if they manage to improve on their time, Beer Boost could be in a little spot of bother here. Mike's coming round the final corner now. He's going to start his out lap. Danny, Hurricane and Ledger in the pits. It looks like they're starting to... both McLarens are heading back out. So
yeah, go for it.
As both McLarens are coming out on track right now. Now the only drawback with that is only one of them is going to be able to get a toe off the other.
Because they're both on softs. So they have just went to they just decided the strategy called go for the softs. Sasha, Penko and Ultimate are going to be having a great advantage here on the strategy.
Danny, interestingly, coming out on the mediums that he used in on his first lap.
So Lei's about to finish a fast lap in the soft tires. Looks like.
Looks like it's Ledger that's getting the toe off Ollie. And oh, not what Ledger would have wanted. Top 8 have all retired from the session.
McLaren's about to finish sector number 2.
That's interesting. Ollie actually slowed down a little to allow Ledger to catch up. Is that going to hurt Ollie's time though? Oh, Ollie comes in. And no, Ledger's invalidated!
Ledger, what have you done, man?
Oh no!
This is sad.
That is a real shame.
What have you done, Ledger?
Hurricane improves on his time, and oh, and just to rub the salt in, that's both McLarens out now. Hurricane improved on his time, knocking Ollie into the drop zone, so both McLarens are out.
Sorry, Ledger had to deny that message, but got your feeling.
Yeah. Oh my word. Zola got eliminated as well. So Mad Gank, top of the timesheets. You got Sasha Penku, Ultimate, Waddington, CJ, Hurricane, Danny, Beard Boost, and Hazel. That's your top 10.
Surprise Beard Boost is in soft tire here in P9.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a 2-stop. It's going to be Hazel, Beard Boost, Hurricane, and Mad Gank. They are going to be starting on softs. Everyone else in the top 10 is going to be starting on mediums. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. McLaren are struggling to get any sort of momentum under them after what happened towards the tail end of last season, especially. Missing out on the Drivers' Championship after Path crashed in Brazil, and then missing out on the Constructors' Championship at the season finale in Abu Dhabi. And since then, they've just not been able to get any sort of momentum under them. And this is another nail in that coffin for this season. So I think so. We've got Sasha and Beard Boost out on track at the moment. We've got Danny on the track as well. We've got about practically everybody else following suit. Hazel, Mad Gank, Penku, CJ. Only Hurricane and Ultimate that aren't out on the track at the moment. And as I say, that Ultimate is starting to make his way out onto the track now. See what he can pull out of the bag. So Sasha is going to be the first to start a lap time for Q3. Who is going to start on pole? We're going to be guaranteed a new pole sitter regardless. We had Philip Nilsson in Season 2. We had Path in Season 3. And Season 1, if I can find it, was Masterplane. Runner-up in Season 1 Championship, and Hazel has in Sasha has invalidated his lap. Let's see what Beard Boost is. And Beard Boost is invalidated as well. Danny on a hot lap, so we'll go with him. So easy to invalidate round here. Hurricane is on an outlap now, but Sasha and Beard Boost, they were the first two out on track. They're going to need to go again. Very smooth through that final chicane for Danny. On all the yellow flags in Sector 3, I think that's one of the Alfa Romeos. 108.7. And it's Penku. Penku had an incident at the hairpin onto the back straight. Looks like he's going to get himself ready to get going again. Waddington, 108.5. Ultimate's going to need to go again. He's invalidated his lap. Waddington currently top of the timesheet at 108.575. He hasn't been on pole position since Japan back in season 2. That's how long it's been since he was last on pole. Sasha and Hurricane back in the pits, as is Danny. Beard Boost in as well. Beard Boost hasn't been able to get a lap time in yet. Hopefully he gets one in. That's a very quick second sector for Ultimate. Very smooth through the hairpin. DRS wide open, down the back straight, got the final chicane to get through. Very clean, very smooth through there, and very quick at the same time. And he goes top of the timesheet, 108.269. CJ's going to need to come back in because he's invalidated his lap. And he's almost out of fuel as well. So only 6 drivers have been able to set a lap time so far. Ultimate at the top of the timesheets. Waddington 2nd, Penku 3rd, Danny 4th, Mad Gank 5th, and Hazel in 6th. CJ does indeed come into the pits. And Matt, look, whoa, hang on, I've just spotted that. Mad Gank, 108.3. Could he pull off an upset here? Just over a 10th behind Ultimate. What an upset that would be. And, oh, there he goes. And Mad Gank has indeed run out of fuel. Sasha with about 5 minutes to go. First out onto the track for a second run. Waddington, Danny, and CJ are out as well. What can they do with 5 minutes to go? But as it stands right now, Ultimate and Path are tied for most pole positions with 11 each. And oh, Sasha's invalidated again. He's going to need to go again.
We have the historic data of Canada. We'll be watching it after Sasha finishes his fast lap, and he invalidated his lap. So yeah,
yeah, invalidated.
Historical standings for Canada: most wins, Top Willem with 1, Philip Nilsson with 1, and MCR Pat with 1. So MCR Pat is if he wins today, he will be the driver with most wins in the history of Canada. Most pole positions, Master Plane, Philip Nilsson, and Pat again. Pole position lap times. Look at the lap times. 2019, 1:08.8. 2020, 1:08.3. 2020 season second part of the 2020, 1:08.1. So it has been going down. We're definitely going to be watching 1:07s today.
Definitely wouldn't put it past the realm of possibility. Sasha coming around the final corner now. Very quick through that final chicane. DRS wide open. Are they going to pull anything out of the bag? And oh! 1:08.389. That puts him second.
1:08.2, the pole position right now. This will be slower than last season. Yeah, and remember, Pat was out in Q2, so...
You've got Ultimate to take into the equation as well. He comes around the final corner. He's gonna start a lap now. This could be an absolute barnstormer. It'll be his second pole of the season, but it'll be his 12th career pole. 600 is down at the moment, which means he's going to need to make up about 3/10 if he's going to get a 1:07. And oh, he's invalidated. He's invalidated. He might have time for one more crack at it. It's a tall order. It's just Beer Boost and CJ that haven't set a lap time yet. For CJ, it's do or die. It's one lap or bust. Hurricane with a 1:09.017. Big Boost trying to get as much heat into the tyres and brakes as possible. He lets Penku through because Penku was already on a hot lap. And what is Penku going to pull out of the bag here? He's got a 1:08.2 to beat. The record's broken! The XRL record has been broken! 1:07.993! Top that, Ultimate, says Penku.
Oh, that was crazy. 1:07.9 for Penku. Yeah, he just broke the record for XRL. Yeah, watch out with the sound.
And Checker just like, ow, my ears. and Ultimate retires to the session. Wow. That's Penku's third career pole. Last time he was on pole was Hungary Hurricane retires from the session.
107.9, yeah, this breaks the record. I think I just got internal bleeding now.
Beard boost 108.5. He goes 5th, and oh, Danny knocks him down. Danny knocks him down to 6th.
CJ Allen's about to finish his lap.
Yeah, he's last. He's gonna be one of the last guys to cross the track. And oh, he's
No.
eliminated. He's not gonna have a lap time for Q3, so he'll start 10th. But Penku, out of nowhere, secures pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Penku now doing history in XRL.
His 3rd career pole, and he breaks the record round this track in XRL. Penku, Ultimate, Sasha, Mad Gank, Danny, Beard Boost, Waddington, Hazel, Hurricane, and CJ. That is your grid. That's your top 10 for the race.
Yep. Let me start the prediction. I forgot about that. The prediction.
Yeah. And while that's happening, I believe it's time to hear from our sponsors.
Yes, you know now how it works.
I'm on the ball tonight.
Let's go and get something from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a more realistic F1 feel in your sim racing? ANSI 3D is the solution for you. ANSI 3D is a 3D printing company based in the United States. We sell F1 style wheels for Logitech G29, G920, and the G923 wheel set with all wheels including high quality real suede fabric on the handles for maximum comfort. All wheels can be fully customized by picking your own colors for the handles and buttons. Also, you get to select a free logo of your choice to be printed on your wheel. We also have all Formula One 3D printed tracks available for sale on our website. For more information or to place your order now, log on to our website at www.ansi3d.com. That's ANSE3D.com. Don't delay, check us out today.
And remember, we also have Clutch Control as one of our sponsors. Clutch Control is grips for your controllers, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch controllers. You're going to be you will be able to get some grips for your for those pad racers. Go to clutchcontrol.com and use the code Xtreme10. Xtreme10. Let me just write it real quick so you can see it. Xtreme 10 and put it in red. Done. Oh, not this. This. Okay. To get the discount, and also we have. Oh, those are the standings. My bad. We have the Xtreme Racing Leagues website, xtremeracinglleagues.com. Go there and join the server. You can click here to join the Xbox server, and here click here to join PC server. On PC we have Assetto Corsa Competizione, iRacing, and recently we're going to be doing F1 2020 season again. We had one before, but we're going to be doing one more. And you can see here all the merchandise for Xtreme Racing Leagues that you can get directly to your home. The store had some issues, but it's now fixed. So we're going to be you can go here and just buy your Xtreme Racing Leagues merch. Remember, you can also buy merch with your Xtreme points that you get by watching the streams. Also, we have One Tap Designs. One Tap Designs is custom liveries for Assetto Corsa Competizione, and iRacing on PC. Go to onetapdesigns.com and use and order your custom livery today. And Kenzie, tell us about the City Keys, their deals. Yeah.
Two Star Wars games, perfect for the Star Wars fans. Jedi Fallen Order at £11.99, 78% off, and 65% off Star Wars Squadrons at £11.99. And you can find all those deals plus much more at cdkeys.com.
Well, thank you very much for the sponsors of everyone, and the prediction in the chat is... Oh, I almost forgot to participate in the prediction. Oh, it has been over. Well, race is about to start, Kenzie.
Yep, you guys know what time it is. Now this could be a good chance to either build some momentum before the break or a chance to recharge in the week break to rethink how to pursue the rest of the season. Nevertheless, here we go, and we have a formation lap somehow.
Oh, this is weird.
Well, first time we've had a formation lap for a while.
Let's hope it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah. So let's see what tyres everybody is starting on. We've got Mad Gank, Beard Boost, Hazel and Hurricane. They were in the top 10. They're starting on softs. Ledger starting on softs as well. Everybody else will be starting on mediums. Atwi, he didn't make it for qualifying. Whether we had a qualifying ban or not remains to be seen. And there is your predicted pit stop strategies. Soft, medium, medium, or medium, soft, mediums. There will be medium, soft, medium for the for those that are starting on mediums, and it will be soft, medium, medium for those that are starting on the softs. Not many going. Not many people going for the ultimate strategy. But who knows, we could be in for a pretty chaotic start here.
Atway's in the race? Well, Atway's in the race.
Here we go, the drivers are starting to line back up onto the grid. 35 laps around this circuit. Are we going to see anybody in the Wall of Champions today? We'll need to wait and see. There we go. Here come the lights. And it's lights out, and it's race time here in Canada. Penku, a very good start here. And Ultimate storming into the lead already. He's done it. Ultimate already into the lead. There's three right between Alpha Racing Point and Mercedes, and I think it's the Mercedes, I believe, of Waddington that managed to get ahead. Blue flag's waving already. No idea why. But overall, a very clean start so far from everybody. Just waiting for the timing screen to correct itself. There we go. Very clean getaway from everybody. CJ's dropped a couple of places meanwhile. And it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any front wing change at the moment. Ledger gets ahead of Atway. They're battling with each other. Meanwhile, Ollie and Hurricane plummeting down the order. He's down to 11th. Mad Gang gets ahead of Danny, and oh yeah, there we go. First lap front wing changes. It is Hurricane and Zola. Not been Zola's weekend at all. Danny gets ahead of Hazel. We're on to lap 2. So the official result of that prediction, is there going to be a first lap safety car? The answer to that is no. And interestingly, we only had one person predict no, so they get the lot. They get all the points, all 990 of them. Ollie and Danny battling with each other over 8th place. Danny does manage to get ahead. Ollie gets back ahead of Danny. Meanwhile, there's a lot of action going on here. There is a lot of action in the midfield. CJ on the back of Danny for 9th place. Got off the top 10 and popped out of nowhere! Where did he pull that from? Where did he pull that from? He came out of absolutely nowhere! Already our first time penalty of the day. That is unfortunately CJ. And Ledger with a time penalty as well. Wow, wow. Something definitely tells me this race is just gonna fly. Ooh, Sasha almost losing the back end. Trying to get past Waddington. He's going to have DRS on him though for 3rd place. Not quite going to be close enough on this occasion. You can see on screen now, there's the winners and losers off the start. Not much in the way of big gains. And oh, Waddington's in. Oh, he's had to change his front wing. Oh no! What happened? Real shame for Waddington. I mean, those that had to pit early, they're gonna need a safety car to bring themselves back into the race. That's the dangers of a 50% race. One mistake could practically end any chance of points. And oh, yellow flag sector 3. Ledger's out. Ledger's actually retired. Now first retirement of the day. Why he retired? Danny with a time penalty as well. He'll say the penalties are starting to build up already. Lap 5 of 35. Managing to keep within DRS range of alternate path, struggling to make his way through traffic at the moment. Kenku's still keeping within DRS range. A little further back, meanwhile, you've got Mad Gank and Hazel battling with the beard boost for 4th place as they come round the hairpin onto the DRS back straight. Ollie's joined in. He wants a piece of the action. 4-car scrapped for 4th place. Matt Gank is going to drop down the order because of penalties. But of course, assuming nobody else picks up heavy, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing a few more penalties later down the road. And Park, that's a bet. Park is going to be in the pits. Does he have to change his front wing as well? And yes, he does. Oh no! Championship leaders had to change his front wing. This could be pivotal. That is a real shame for Park. That's a massive game changer. That is one of the small drawbacks of having one of the small drawbacks of using a headset, though. I'll see if I can tweak this. I'll see if I can tweak the settings of the audio. There we go. So yeah, that's huge. Ultimate now out of the race. On lap 7 right now, we're under safety car conditions. Ty, wow, that just happened. Ty, who started 16th, is now somehow leading the race. And you've got Smooth, who started 17th, now 2nd. And here we go, safety car coming in this lap. Bear with me, folks. I'm just trying to sort something out with my headset so that we don't have the same issue that we just had before the safety car came out. Hardware and sound. Then where do I need to go? Devices. Yeah. What's happened here? Oh, that's...
Tigers, that's Tigers. He
Oh
just
my
crashed
God. What happened there? What happened to him there?
in the safety car restart. Let's
Oh
watch the
my word,
replay.
he's plummeted down the order. And he's sustained a fair bit of front wing damage as a result. Did he hit the wall of champions?
No, he didn't hit the wall of champions. He just spun.
Bit too much speed out of the final chicane, and that was practically it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I've managed to find where to. My. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, and Ty has had to come into the pits. Not what he would have wanted, but what else can you do? Ollie with a time penalty now. Penku has a time penalty as well. Beard boost right up into second place. He's going to be bearing down on Penku very shortly, but my goodness me. That's a huge talking point to take away from the race. I mean, and Past had to come in again. Past now at the back of the field. Got a lot of ground to make up. And this could mean and that means, as it stands, it's going to be a huge cut in Renault's championship lead for the constructors. And more importantly, Penku could take the lead to the championship. No, Penku's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He'll serve that without much difficulty. Of course, Beard Boost will need to hit as well. Penku is actually starting to build a gap between himself and Beard Boost now. The gap is actually growing amazingly. Meanwhile, is right on the back of Beard Boost, and Path does get the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:10.901. That'll be enough to get him the bonus point for the fastest lap outside the top 10. That's just managed to close in to Beard Boost. He's not going to be close enough to make an overtake at the moment. Waddington picks up a time penalty. very tasty battle here for second place. Sasha can get ahead of Beard Boost. He might be able to start bearing down on Penku. DRS open. Don't think Sasha's going to be close enough to make the overtake yet. He might get him on the back straight though. Oh, almost losing the back end there. And Hazel's joined in on the battle as well. Definitely starting to spice things up here. We're on lap 13. We're a third of the way through the race. Sasha still can't get past. Waddington, meanwhile, trying to get past Mad Gank for 6th place, but Ollie is on the back of this battle. He wants a piece of the action. And Path with a penalty, not that's going to do much for him. Oh! Waddington almost going into the back of Smooth. That could have gone horribly wrong. And Smooth gets past. Smooth still keeps Waddington behind. Waddington has DRS. Is he going to be able to make an overtake? He goes for it. And I think he's just got through. And Smooth is coming into the pits. 13 laps on those mediums. With how close the pack is, everyone is just plummeting down the order. Sasha's still on the back of Beard Boost, meanwhile, for 2nd place. He is having a lot of difficulty trying to get past him. I think he's starting to feel the effect of the dirty air coming off the back of Beard Boost. Hazel not able to keep up at the moment, but there we go, DRS open. Is Sasha going to be close enough to make an overtake? No, he needs to be a little bit closer. But he cuts that gap effectively in half. Nothing off. Meanwhile, you've got Waddington down to Hurricane, the Mercedes sandwiching Ollie, who is the buttermilk margarine, CJ Allen probably the blue cheese, and Mad Gang probably some salami as well. And there you go, you've got yourself a Mercedes sandwich. Of all the things I could have come up with, I had to make the cars sandwich fillings. But nevertheless, Sasha, he's a lot closer to Beard Boost this time. He's going to try the outside, heading into the final chicane. Oh, they almost touch! And crucially, Beard Boost still keeps Sasha behind him. But oh! Sasha again tries to go around the outside of Beard Boost, but Beard Boost read him like a book. You're going to have to work harder than that to get past me. Hurricane gets a time penalty, and JBL comes into the pits as we approach half distance. looks like Sasha is trying to coax Beard Boost into making a mistake. And now here come the penalties. Penalties are starting to rack up thick and fast. And actually, oh dear, here we go. Like I say, here we go. Here come the penalties. Is Sasha going to get ahead this time? Closer than he has been previously, not quite. Could get him on the main straight though. Oh, he's going to have a look. Thinks better of it. He's going to need to let his ERS charge up because Beard Boost has a bit more ERS than Sasha does at the moment. Sasha's having to use his ERS just to try and keep up with Beard Boost. And while that's happening, Hazel has more ERS than both of them combined, so he could end up getting a 2 for here. Oh boy, 3-car scrap for second place. Penku has a very comfortable lead over this battle. The gap's now up to 8.3 seconds. Oh, Hazel almost loses the back end. CJ, meanwhile, gets ahead of Mad Gank for 6th place. And Waddington gonna try and keep Mad Gank, meanwhile. Oh my god! Oh, that's brave! That's brave! Mad Gank on the outside and then the chicane. And he gets 6th place back! That is bonkers levels of bravery! How in the world did he pull that one out of the hat? Absolutely incredible! And oh! Hang on! Oh my god! Oh dear, oh dear! What happened now? What happened now? Someone had an off. Where specifically? Oh, it must have been Hazel. It must have been Hazel. It's the only person it could have been. We're on lap 20 now, and Waddington gets himself ahead of Hazel. Hazel had to come in and make a stop. There was nothing he could do about that. A real shame for Hazel. He was hunting down a place on the podium, and he goes for a set medium, so that should get him through to the end of the race. And now it's back to it. Now it's back to a tango between Beard Boost and Sasha. Because, of course, after all, it does take 2 to tango. But who is going to come out on top out of these two? Who is the leader and who is the follower? Trying as Sasha might, he still cannot get past Beard Boost in any way, shape or form. Sasha does have 3 seconds worth of penalties. So if he was to get ahead of Beard Boost, he needs to build a 3-second gap to ensure he gets past. And again he's and now they're both on practically the same amount of ERS. DJ meanwhile is right on the back of Mad Gank for 5th place. We're going to be approaching the final round of pit stops very soon. Hurricane, his tyres are going to be screaming at the top
They're going to be screaming from the rooftops, please change the tyres, I am struggling to race. KBL with another time penalty. It boost, and Mad Gank do come into the pits. Dasher now has clear air. Waddington is in third at the moment. Into lap 22 of 35. Penku's more than likely going to be coming in at some point. He's on to his 17th lap with these 17th lap with these medium tyres. He does have a 5-second penalty. To play for the podium position. CJ is right on the back of Waddington. Penku is in the pits now. 17 laps on those tyres. Now he has to serve his penalty, and interestingly, it looks like he's... Now, that's a strange call. Why has he gone for the hard tyres? Unless he somehow has no fresh sets of softs left. It's a very strange call to go into the hard tyres. Because of course now, what we've got to bear in mind is the fact that Boost, who's on mediums right now, he's going to start hunting Penku down. Actually gets another time penalty meanwhile. Up to 9 seconds. And actually, meanwhile, he does get the fastest lap of the race. 1:10.7. And Ollie is coming into the pits now from third. And that's going to put Penku back up into third for now. Sasha and CJ are going to need to stop again. 18 laps on those mediums. It's a big ask to try and get them to the end of the race at this point, because you've got another 10 laps to do. There's yellow flags in sector 3. I'm not sure what that would have been about. Hurricane Chicane loses a position to Wax for 12th place. But those sort of overtakes could be pivotal as far as the battle for the point is concerned. Amazingly, even though Penku's on the hard tyres, amazingly what's happening here is the gap is somehow still going up. How is Penku managing this on hard tyres? And Sack in the chat is like, please tell me Sack is going to win this race. At the moment, no, but he is. And, oh, hello, what is he's got the fastest lap of the race with a 110 stitch. Yes, folks, I am perfectly aware of what I said. I am perfectly aware I said Stitch instead of 626, because that was Stitch's experiment number in the film. Experiment 626. 110 stitch. Now there's clear air between Penku and Beard Boost. Just the one warning for Penku. Beard Boost has 2. And that gap is still hovering around the 2-second mark. Sasha manages to get ahead of Hazel into 5th place. Mad Gank with a time penalty. Where's the penalty? What? The podium will stay the same at the moment. Penku, Beard Boost, and Waddington. Got 8 laps to go after this. Lap 27 of 35. Penku's still leading. He's 2.2, now 2.3 ahead of Beard Boost. That gap is still growing, even with Penku being on hard tyres. He clearly knows something we don't. That gap, the gap's now 2.7. How is the gap still growing, even with Penku being on hard tyres? How is that gap still growing? And this is, meanwhile, allowing Waddington to try and catch up. Sasha, meanwhile, hunting Mad Gank down for 4th place. Could Sasha see his way onto the podium? Running order on lap 28. Penku, Beard Boost, Waddington, Mad Gank, Sasha, CJ, Hazel, Ollie, Danny, Wax. That's your top 10. And the way it's looking at the moment, as long as Penku finishes inside the top 1st or 2nd, he will take the lead of the championship. Here comes Sasha, trying to get past Mad Gank for 4th place. A couple less points for Alfa Romeo. Feels like sectors 2 and 3. That would have been 4. As far as I know, everybody's still on lead lap. Yep, everybody's still on lead lap. Lap 29, 6 to go after this. Penku's still leading by about 2.5 seconds. JBL with another time penalty. What's he up to now? He's up to 9 seconds of penalty. CJ has the most penalties of anybody with a massive 12 seconds worth of penalties. And Atwi is in the pits. he has a fresh set of softs handy, he might be able to use those to get the fastest lap. Indeed, he does have a fresh set of softs. An amazing battle for third place. You've got Waddington right on the back of Beard Boost for second place. Waddington's not going to be close enough at the moment. He needs to let his DRS charge up. And oh no! That's path gone! Path's gone! Championship leader is out, and a safety car once again. This could be the game changer for the race. That's the same place Ultimate lost it. Both Renaults crashing at the exact same corner, and it's forced a safety car right at the death. Now this is the perfect opportunity for everyone to switch on to softs. It has been an absolute nightmare for Renault. Ultimate missing out on pole, Path out in Q2, Ultimate retires from the race, forcing the first full safety car, and now Path's out, forcing the second full safety car. And Penko, interestingly, elects to stay out. Now, why has he done that? That is very interesting why he has... Danny's in for softs. 5 to go. We're going to be in for possibly a 2-lap sprint to the finish. BBL in. All of a sudden, it looks like it could be anyone's guess as far as who wins this race is concerned. Could it be Beard Boost? Could it be Penko? Could it be someone else entirely? Safety car could very well be the game changer at the end of this race. If Waddington can get ahead of these two, could, but he'll need to build a 3-second gap. The rest of the pack is still trying to catch up. Smooth, Athlete, Kai, Zola, and JBL, and Zola in the pits again. That's fine. Who knows what's going to happen here. We're going to have 3 laps to go after this. Is Zola going to be able to catch up in time? Is he going to be able to catch up? And he just might be able to. At 32 at the moment. It does look like the safety car is starting to pull in. No, he's going to be staying out for one more lap. One more lap for safety car. Zola is going to catch up. It's going to be a 2-lap sprint to the finish. Penku, Beer Boost, Wallington, Sasha, Madgank, CJ, Ollie, Hazel, Wax, Danny. That's your top 10 at the moment. We don't know how pivotal the penalty situation is going to be. Because with how close everybody is, we could see a lot, we could see some major reshuffling of the pack. Nightmare weekend for the Renault team. There are 2 laps to go. Safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. It's going to be a 2-lap sprint to the finish. Now Penku becomes the de facto safety car. It's 2 laps, it's do or die, it's all or nothing. It's race time once again, and it's grandstand finish time. Ollie trying to get himself past CJ. Not able to make it stick at the moment. There's a lot of penalties to take into account as well. Yellow flag sector 2, and oh, that's Smooth! Smooth lost it, oh no! That's points for Smooth out the window. It is do or die now. Can Waddington get past and build that 3-second gap he needs to keep second place? He's not going to get ahead on this occasion. It is going to be a massive game changer for the championship. Penku came into the race 14 points behind. And he's going to leave. CJ gets a penalty. Penku came into the race 14 points behind. He got a point for pole position, I believe. And now he's going to walk away with the win. He hasn't put a foot wrong all race. We questioned why he went onto the hard tyres at his pit stop, but it's his day. Penku wins the Canadian Grand Prix and crucially takes the lead in the championship. Beerboost second, Sasha gets third, Waddington fourth, Hazel fifth, Mad Gang 6th, Hurricane 7th, Ollie 8th, Wax 9th, and Ty beats Danny to the last points paying position. Waddington with the fastest lap of the race, so he'll be very, very happy with that. Penku and Beardboo's the only drivers to finish with no penalty, so they're going to get bonus points for that. Absolutely incredible. Penku's first win of the season. Crucially, a win that gives him the lead in the championship. He only needed second to guarantee getting the lead in the championship. Well, he only needed a podium to guarantee getting to the top of the championship standings, but instead, he's gone all the way for the race win. Absolutely incredible. And Penku's just corrected me. That's Penku's second win of the season. What a start to the season, heading into the break next week. Penku winning 8/10 ahead of Beardboo. Sasha taking third from Waddington, who finished fourth. Hazel fifth. Mad Gank 6th, Hurricane 7th, Ollie 8th, Wax 9th, Ty rounding up the top 10. 600ths ahead of Danny for the race for that last points paying position. Danny, Atwi, Zola, DJ, JBL, and Smooth all finishing, and your non-finishers Path, Ultimate, and Ledger. The fastest lap outside the top 10 was... absolutely spectacular. Both Renaults out, and with where Alfa Romeo finished, it's now anyone's guess what's going to happen, because tonight has just proved one thing: anything can happen, and we saw just that tonight. Absolutely incredible. Penku, his second win of the season, a win that puts him at the top of the championship standings, and you've got to think he's going to have a lot of momentum heading into Zandvoort in 2 weeks' time. But until then, thanks very much to everybody that watched this evening. Stay tuned, 8 p.m. UK time for the X2 race, where we'll continue our XRL coverage for this evening. We've got the X2 race coming up in about an hour's time. But until then, good night and thanks for watching.